What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin here, coming at you with my review of the Leia Lume Pad 2. Now this is an AI-powered 3D tablet, and I'm really excited to show you in this video all its various capabilities. Now I'd like to thank Leia for being kind enough for sponsoring this video, and of course, all opinions expressed are completely my own. Now the tablet features an MSRP of $1,099, and I will be linking to it in the video description for your convenience. Now included is the tablet itself. We're also getting a quick start guide, and we also get a double-sided USB-C cable for charging and data transfer. And in addition to that, Leia does offer several different accessories for the tablet that are optional. This is the Lume cover, which is really nice. The cover magnetically connects to the tablet itself and can be used as almost like a kickstand here, or if you want to, you can shut the cover to completely protect the tablet. Now what makes this tablet especially unique is the Lit by Leia Next Gen display. Essentially, this display features a thin nanotech layer that sits beneath the screen and allows the device to show content in 3D. Now Leia has been working for a long time to perfect this technology. We're actually in the 3rd generation right now with this tablet, so that's really great. And not only was Leia able to deliver us with excellent hardware, but in addition to that, there's an entire software ecosystem that I'm looking forward to showing you in this video. You can see already all the various Leia apps, and each one of these apps provides its own experience. And I'll be getting more into this throughout the video, but I think especially what impresses me about this tablet is that it provides real-time content transformation. So when you're in the 3D mode, it'll switch 2D content into 3D. So you're not necessarily depending on content that's made to be 3D because the device will actually do that for you here using the AI. Now I don't want to spend too much time talking about the specific hardware specifications of the tablet because what especially makes it unique are the various applications in the ecosystem and everything that it's capable of doing. And I will say, even on its own, if you didn't even factor in the 3D experiences and the Leia ecosystem and all the various AI-enabled apps that we're getting here, this tablet is a very good Android tablet. It features really outstanding hardware. It has a premium metal build, which I really appreciate. We're also getting excellent cameras on here, and even in 2D, this display looks excellent. So when you bundle all that in with the 3D capabilities, that really makes this tablet a tremendous value. But just going over some quick tech specs here before we get too far into the software, the tablet does feature a very large 12.4-inch display. Now this is an IPS LCD display, and it does feature a refresh rate of 120 Hz. It has a resolution of 2560 by 1600. There's a PPI of 244, and it does have a 16 by 10 aspect ratio. Now the 3D effect is made possible as well thanks to face tracking using the dual 8 megapixel front-facing cameras. Now the device also has dual 16 megapixel rear cameras to also capture content in 3D. Now providing audio on this tablet are quad speakers, so on each side you'll see 2 speaker grills. So it does feature Dolby Atmos support with Qualcomm aptX adaptive Bluetooth wireless audio. There's 128 gigabytes of storage along with microSD card expansion. We have a fingerprint sensor on the top of the tablet, so that's very fast and responsive, along with face unlock. We're also getting a really powerful processor with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888, along with 8 gigabytes of RAM. We're getting 1080p video recording for the front and rear cameras. We're getting a very large 9,270 milliamp hour internal battery, along with 33 watt fast charging. And the software on here is Android 12, and we have Leia's entire ecosystem included here in the software. Now the first app that I want to show you is called LeiaCam. Now at first glance, this does kind of look like a typical camera app that you'd find on a tablet. However, you can see in the upper left corner, there is a secondary viewfinder. And essentially that's showing a view of what the AI is seeing. So the AI is determining depth. And then once you capture the photo, it will then process with the AI. And then you can pull up that photo and it'll switch things into 3D. Now, admittedly, through the camera here, it's a little bit difficult to tell exactly what's going on. But from my point of view, you're able to see an actual 3D image through the tablet itself. So you might be able to kind of tell through the camera, but again, you really have to see it in person to get a real feel for how this works. But then in this image viewer, there's also an option to switch over to 2D if you want to. So that contrast, especially from my point of view here, shows how much of a difference it really is. Now, not only can you capture 3D photos, but you can also do 3D videos. So now capturing a 3D video, we'll stop that. I'll pull this up here, and it's the same thing. I'm now viewing it in 3D. So from my point of view here, this plant is pretty much popping out of the screen. Now moving on, there's also LeiaPlayer. So we'll go right here to that. So some really cool photos that you can pull up here on the tablet, and then from there, you can view it in 3D. In addition to that, you can go over to the camera roll to see what content you've captured with the tablet itself. So I've already done quite a bit here. I did go out yesterday and I captured some images in the yard. So you can see here, this is a photo I took with the tablet, and you can see the cactus in 3D. So what you're seeing through the video is not necessarily what I'm seeing, but I think you can kind of get the idea of how the 3D effect works. Again, it's something you have to see with your own eyes, but I'm really happy that despite this being a tablet, the camera quality is really good here that we're getting. So that's great. There's also Leia Link, which is really cool. You can actually pair this up with your Android smartphone or iPhone, and then from there, you can import content that you already have. So this is a photo that I took when I was in Barcelona, and I hadn't even gotten this tablet yet. So I took this with my iPhone, and then I was able to import it here onto the Leia Lume Pad 2, and then I can see the photo in 3D. So that's especially impressive that the AI can convert regular 2D photos taken with any device into 3D so they can view them here on the tablet. Now Leia's taken things even a step further with LeiaPix. Essentially, they've created their own social network where people can upload their various photos and view them in 3D. And I've also joined this social network. So if you end up getting the Leia Lume Pad 2, you can check out my profile here and see my content. You can see that I'm already getting some engagement here on the social network. And you can also even go over to an Explore tab here and see what all is going on as well throughout the network, including some photos and content featured by Leia itself. Then from here, we can go over to LeiaFrame. So LeiaFrame essentially uses the device as a photo frame. So you can add your own media or use the existing media and create a slideshow. So you can have that running at all times really if you wanted to. But let's now take a look at LeiaChat. So I'm doing a video chat right now using the LeiaChat application, and it's a little bit tough to see on video just because of the way that works, this 3D experience. But from my perspective, this is very immersive. I've never done a video call quite like this, that's for sure. So essentially LeiaChat is the video chatting app here on the tablet. So you can actually use this with other users of the Leia Lume Pad 2. So I did that in this demonstration, and it's really cool being able to chat with someone in 3D. It really makes it a lot more immersive and is a big difference from your typical video chats that you do. Now what's cool as well is that Zoom is actually powering this video chat. So that kind of brings their experience to the table there and overall makes things very reliable. Now LeiaDream, this is really awesome. So as you probably know, AI is really the big thing nowadays, and Leia has given us an excellent tool here. So basically what you can do is you can adjust these various AI generator settings, but if you want to go with the default, you can do that too. So basically you can type in whatever you want to see and then the AI will generate it. So I'm going to type in a dog with blue fur, and we'll dream it. So we'll let that load, and there we go. There's dogs with blue fur. Then from there, you can pull up the image and you can view it in 3D. What's cool as well is that you can actually adjust the 3D focus, so that creates more 3D effect essentially. Also, you can change the depth too. So they're really jumping out at me right now. And then you can also animate it as well. So they're kind of moving around. So that's pretty interesting. You can also download the image to export it if you wish. Then we have LeiaFlix. So essentially, Leia's partnered up and they're able to give us a variety of different movies to watch here. So you do have to rent these, but there are 2 of them that are already pre-bundled in with the tablet. So that's pretty cool. But essentially, you can play these movies on the tablet in 3D. So really awesome if you want to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the content. Moving on, there's also LeiaViewer. So with LeiaViewer, you can pull up a variety of different objects here and view these sketches in 3D. So I'm going to pull up this shoe. So this shoe is in 3D right now. So when I'm looking at it, it basically feels like it's jumping out at the screen. So I can definitely see this technology coming in handy if you want to give a presentation or to basically just show something in a way that you can't with regular 2D. Now, probably one of my favorite features with the Leia Lume Pad 2 is that you can view any YouTube video on here in 3D. So you can do that here with LeiaTube. So we'll go here, And they actually already have quite a few YouTube videos, also some Vimeo videos too, and it does support a variety of other streaming platforms. But basically the content will appear here, or if you want to, you can load in your own videos you want to watch. So I'll show you how to do that. But you'll see here there are some directions. Essentially, you just go on the YouTube app, go to share, and it'll load it up here. So for this demonstration, I'm going to take this YouTube video and pull it up in LeiaTube in 3D. So all you have to do is pick out the video you want, go to share, then from there you'll see LeiaTube, go there, and then now it's converting the 2D video into 3D. So we'll let this load here, and now the video is being played in 3D through the LeiaTube player. So again, this is just a regular YouTube video that I was able to then pull up here on the Leia Lume Pad 2 and then view in 3D. So it's really nice that you don't have to really depend on creators creating content in 3D or anything like that. You instantly just have access to 3D content. And I feel like that's really the way things should be, because it's a lot more efficient doing things in this way, rather than people making multiple versions of the same video to suit different devices and different technologies. So I really like that Leia is able to do everything on board here with the AI. Now, in addition to that, there's an entire Leia Appstore that's constantly getting new apps added in. So as time goes on, there'll be even more here, but even from the get-go, there's already quite a bit to download and check out. So you can install these various apps and then further expand what you're able to do here on the tablet. Now with the Leia Lume Pad 2, this is excellent for educational purposes as well. So this app, Mosaic 3D, which I downloaded in the Leia Appstore, basically pulls up a lot of different lessons and mathematics, technology, history, arts, all of that. And then you can check all that out here in 3D on the tablet. So that's great for educational purposes. There's also some games as well. So I especially like this one, Dungeon. So I'll load that up and show you right now. So basically I have this started here and I'm playing this game in 3D so you can move around here. Also what I like about this too is that as I tilt the tablet, I'm able to see other things as well. So it really makes for a very immersive game playing experience. So if I tilt down on the tablet, I can see further down there. If I tilt up, I can see in that way too. And then on top of that, you're still getting 3D here. So I'm gonna get past these skeletons, get to the treasure chest. Now I will admit, I'm not the best at mobile gaming, so bear with me here. You can also pair up a controller with this tablet as well, which is pretty interesting. So a lot of different options when it comes to gaming. And it really is unlike anything I've ever done before when gaming on a mobile device or tablet, or even any other platform for that matter. And then with those very immersive speakers too, that makes for an excellent gaming experience. So in conclusion, I'm very impressed with the Leia Lume Pad 2. It's really refreshing to see some solid innovations in the tablet space, and I feel like the 3D features and the AI that we're getting here with the Lume Pad 2 is genuinely useful. These are not just added gimmicks just for the sake of selling a tablet. These are features that really set this device apart from the competition. And really, when it comes to 3D on a tablet, there is no competition. But as I mentioned earlier, even if you didn't even include the 3D aspects of this tablet, you're still getting a solid piece of hardware here and a solid Android tablet experience. But the 3D element of it makes things even better. So I definitely think this tablet is worth considering. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, then definitely let me know in the comment section below. But with all that said, this is Kevin here with my review of the Leia Lume Pad 2, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and have a great rest of your day.